Inferno Tower.
Now into game 2. One important thing to note is that the winner sticks on with their current deck. The loser from that previous game can switch up deck if they want. They have 3 decks coming into this first to 3 wins. Let's get into the second game.
A thing about this setting, which is good, is that we might not necessarily tell if he switched anything in the deck until he plays the card he switched with.
Well, we can already see a bit of a switch up here.
Giant skeleton. All about that giant skeleton. Even if the skeleton goes down, that's going to clean up that tower. But right now, I mean, this is a very expensive play right now.
Hog Rider on the left. The Ice Wizard slowing down the Valkyrie as well as the Hog Rider, but the bomb tower's been thrown down just to be able to tank that up a little bit.
It's a lot of defensive play. I mean, the bomb tower seems to be... We actually spoke to some of these players and they said that the bomb tower was a very popular unit among a lot of these guys.
I mean, and look at what we're already seeing here from Aryx. He's got 2 elixir pumps down already, meaning that he's committing to the later stages of the game. The longer this goes on, the bit more of an advantage he will have in terms of that elixir efficiency.
Like they're going in for those 3 musketeers, putting them straight at the back of the base to give himself the highest chance possible to rebuild that elixir, but nice using the poison. That's going to almost clear up 2 of those units, doing nice damage all around, but also catching that elixir pump early on.
The 3 musketeers did a lot there for the defense, and also you can see how he positioned them behind the middle tower, which means that they do split up naturally, allowing for some potential pushback on the right-hand side, whilst he's cleaning up the left as well.
And he goes in for the Valkyrie. That just has to take out those sort of troops on the ground, going in by himself. I mean, he's not going to get much tower damage here, but I mean, just clearing out those units just like that. Even if the Valkyrie goes down, he's taking out those skeletons, so not a bad trade.
But it's such a good move for Aryx, really. Like the 1 elixir for the skeletons to reroute the Valkyrie so that you're not taking tower damage. It's really nice, efficient use of the minions here.
I think that's one of the benefits of the cheap units, not necessarily to do, to do damage, but to just get rid of units, to protect your tower. 60 seconds left on the clock. Here comes the point where the elixir is going to double once again.
Minion Horde, good efficiency out of Aryx there to throw down the arrows onto it very, very quickly. Pink brings that down. Once again, the small skeletons to kind of delay any push. The Hog Rider didn't even get any damage done to that bomb tower.
Speaking of push, here comes the big push. We have musketeers on the left-hand side. Good tactical freeze there. That was a very crucial freeze in with Valkyrie to triple that damage as well.
Naazime is on top of it. Freezes as well as Valkyries for defense. And then we also saw him in the previous game using the freeze as well as the Hog Rider for offensive purposes as well. So far, his freeze game has been on point.
Absolutely. I mean, that's the thing about these spells, using them defensively when you need them. It's giving these guys so many good results already. And just like that, saving the Inferno Tower for when, once again, we see things like the giant skeleton run in, bam, straight in with the Inferno Tower, just to protect the tower. And just like that, 10 seconds left, barely any damage done to his towers.
Exactly, and for Aryx, when is this elixir collection going to pay off here? He's going to be pressured on the right-hand side, cleaned up with arrows, Hog Rider down again, bomb tower straight on in with the distraction of the skeletons there.
Now here's the crucial point. I mean, this is 100% anybody's game at this point. We have 2 minutes 50 left on the clock. Towers both sitting on a lot of health, but I think we might see one kind of giant push. These high damage units, which we saw do so much damage last time. Are we going to see that again?
And that's a big commitment once again on the right-hand side for the 3 musketeers. The freeze lockdown, but he doesn't have Valkyrie up just yet, so he's going to have to throw a minion horde on towards those to clean them fully up, and that gets cleaned up. Now the giant skeleton over to the right-hand side with that bomb.
But the minion horde did just go down, so he waited for the minions to go down. That's when he went in for the giant skeleton. So the question is, what situation are you finding right now? Hog Rider running in. Again, there's the patience in saving those skeletons to distract the Hog Rider.
Perfect patience, you're right. And not too much. He's going to calm down for a moment. Both players assessing their situations.
I like how these guys are staying quite composed. We haven't really seen any crucial mistakes so far. It's just patience, waiting for each other to make a play. But at one point, these guys are going to have to try and get something going. Otherwise, I mean, it's going to go into a draw situation.
Got to be very, very careful here in this situation, because again, 1 tower lost in overtime means that the game is over. Minion Horde coming through the middle, but the Ice Wizard, as well as arrows, is going to clean that up.
And just like that, both players using their poison just to try and take out those tower units.
Slowly bring them down. I mean, they don't really have much spell damage here directly to do to towers, so they are slowly breaking each other down after not being able to break the river properly with these Hog Rider attempts or even the freezes.
Speaking of freeze, are we going to see a freeze right now? Has he got in his hand, and has he been saving it? That is the question.
That's a big push. Actually, that's got 3 musketeers behind it as well. This could be a good opportunity
and there's the
for
freeze, saving it once again for those 3 musketeer push.
Yeah, really, really good stuff to be able to save that. So important. Arrow's going to clean it up. Still only the Ice Wizard available.
And right again, and here comes the Hog Rider with the accompaniment goblin. The question is, how is this going to turn out?
Not too much damage done overall, just great reactions overall. Still, again with the poison. We've got 1 minute left on the clock here, and this might go down to full poisons. This is
This is where the bulk of the tower damage is coming from, right?
Yes.
I mean, just constantly putting down the poison.
Nothing is getting to it. Between the freezes from Naazime and the bomb towers coming out from Aryx, and Minion Horde can get shot down, but Valkyrie on the right-hand side, not even really going to get too much either. Actually, how much does he have available to him against this Hog Rider? I don't think he has the tower. It's going to get
Is he going to get one extra hit?
Oh,
Then the freeze! Amazing
Hog
freeze!
Rider freeze!
What a play right there! Naazime going in, saving the freeze, protecting that Hog Rider by its final piece of health.
As we said, every single time, he is so good about saving his freezes for exactly the right moment. Not only using them defensively, but using them aggressively here with the Freeze Hog Rider as well. It's a very, very strong combo that Aryx now has to truly respect because he is one game away from being eliminated.
I think there's one word for that situation: clutch.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, just that magical moment, using the freeze at that, I mean, like one more chunk of health, that Hog Rider would have gone down, and he was seconds away from biting the dust and potentially going it back into another tie situation, but that fantastic freeze right at the end. Amazing play. But I mean, again, this is a 1st-to-3 situation. He's 2-0 up. I think he's obviously waiting around. We might see another bit of a deck change. These guys, just to remind you guys, everyone starts off and has always used the same cards that are a set level.
Yes.
You know, for this even